That's my baby.
I'm dying.
That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left, beat left.
What the hell was that?
Oh yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, good afternoon, fam. We are back for another episode of our Athlete Spotlight. I have another special one for you this afternoon as I'm being joined by Bellator lightweight Patricky Pitbull ahead of his May 7th fight on Showtime Sports. And gonna have an awesome interview. I think he's gonna have an awesome fight. It's been a little while since he's been back there in the Bellator cage, so really excited to hear his thoughts. And obviously, this show is brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. He's our doc now. Let's make him your doc at Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy LLC. 2 locations in Burlington and Cherry Hill. He's our doc now. Let's make him yours. That's specializedphysicaltherapy.com. And obviously, today we are joined by Mr. Pitbull. And, I really appreciate the time, Patricky. Obviously, our poll question, I think you're going to be able to do it. You're always one of the exciting fighters for Bellator. Your last few times you were out there for Ryzen, it's been, I think you last fought at the end of 19 at the New Year's card. Obviously 2020 was a crazy year for everybody. Are you excited to get back in there? And what was the time away despite the cancellations of everything? Kind of good for the body, good for the mind.
Hello guys, good afternoon for everyone. Yes, I'm ready. The last year was crazy because the pandemic make the world crazy. So I'm very happy to back to the cage. I'm very happy to fight again against this idiot. So I'm ready for beat these guys like my brother beat his friend Pedro Carvalho. The Pitbull will smash all SBG team.
Your brother has been making a lot of noise over there in Bellator. The 2-weight champion now. And it's something I've always wanted to ask you, man. You always float at the top of that rankings. I think Bellator has you as like the number 3 ranked fighter in that division. Is there ever going to come a time where you might have title aspirations and may look outside of the promotion to seek that, or is there I'm sure you and your brother fight all the time in training, or will the fans ever get will we ever get that treat?
we don't train together because when put me against him in the training is crazy. So the coach need to go in and stop and grab me and grab him because I wanna kill him. He wanna kill me.
It's not training. You guys just want to fight. There is no training together.
No.
Go back to childhood, right?
Yeah, just like a coach, just talk and say, "Hey, no, don't do this. Don't do this. That's not right. It's wrong. That's it." Because when put me and him together against one, we wanna kill.
You want to get the best of one another. It's the brotherly competition.
Yes, we born, and when I remember when me and he is like 6 years old, we fight every day. Me and him fight every day. My mother, my father, still crazy in the house. Stop, and we keep fight to everything.
So you think it's safe to say, the reason why both of you guys are as good as you are is, iron sharpens iron. As you guys were coming up, in this sport as young kids, before you've gotten to this level, that's why you guys have this fire in you, just because that competition you guys had between each other.
Yes, this happened a lot because we fight in the street, we fight in my house, we go play football, soccer, play football, soccer, and we fight there. Where we go, we keep fight.
That's why you guys are warriors now. Obviously, you want to put this guy away. Obviously, there's no love lost. You want to put this guy away. And is this one of these fights where no disrespect to him, as in the professional sense, but you want to get the finish. You want to get out of there, and you probably want to get back in competition as soon as possible. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, I wanna back to the cage like a champion. I wanna beat my opponent easy, and that's it. I wanna make my job. I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. I'm very excited to back to Bellator. So let's go. I'm ready.
And we got a question from one of our listeners there. What is the toughest challenge you think is going to be against Queally, and what areas of your fighting game you think can exploit some of his weaknesses?
Matheus, traduz aí que eu não entendi não.
Quais são as fraquezas e as forças de Peter Queally?
A força é a língua, né? Como é que se fala?
His strength is his mouth, his shit talking.
But he like to fight. He touch and run. He don't have a good wrestling. He don't have a good jiu-jitsu. He learned some punch, some kicks like a chicken and run. He have a good cardio because he run too much. So I'm ready to run.
So it's safe to say you don't have any respect for his overall game, and you think this isn't gonna be an easy night for him in any way.
Let's see if he fight like he talk shit.
So you want to see him put his skills where his mouth is for once.
I will put his mouth to inside his body.
So no judges are needed. That they could stay in the back for this one.
É o que, Matheus?
Não precisa dos juízes, eles podem ficar descansando lá atrás para essa luta.
Só ficar assistindo. Just watch like this.
Now, argument's sake, say that happens. Moving forward, who would you like to see next?
Brent Primus is the name, is the guy. 100%. I never fought against him, so this fight need to happen.
I definitely would love to see that matchup. Now you're coming back in Bellator's now on Showtime. Is that going to be a fun thing for you? Some new eyes on you, new opportunities.
Como é que é, Matheus?
O Bellator tá na Showtime agora, essa é uma nova oportunidade para você, um novo público. Você acha que vem coisas boas aí?
Yes, I'm sure. Good Times are good channel, and good channel to do box fight too. Let's go. I wanna fight you, box, and I like this idea. My brother loves you. So
you want to box? So you want to start getting into some of these fights that you've been seeing going on, like you're seeing Jake Paul kind of take advantage of these opportunities. You want to do some boxing?
I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for soccer kick. I'm ready to elbows on the cage. I'm ready for the box in the ring. So it doesn't matter. I just wanna fight.
So
Street fight, soccer kicks, doesn't matter.
Now, bare knuckle boxing is becoming popular. I know you're under contract with anything. Is that ever something you would ever entertain down the road?
Como é que é, Matheus?
Boxe sem luvas é algo que você gostaria de fazer um dia?
No, it's no good idea now, but I don't know the future. But I don't think about. It's crazy. You need to do. Eu não sei como é que se fala culhões ou sei lá. Você precisa. You need to do a badass. So I don't know. Crazy little too much to do like this or need money to do this, but the it's no idea now.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's just considering how much combat sports as a
it's
whole.
It's like a street fight, but it's I don't know. I prefer street fight.
That's fair. Hey, listen, we're from Philly, man. We understand that completely, man. We don't need no judges, no fans, no nothing.
Yeah. Just fight, blah, soccer kick, and
So is that why you right before everything got crazy at the end of last year? Is that why you went to Risen, just so you could kind of really have fun and let loose?
Matheus?
Isso foi por isso que você quis ir pro Rising, você tava meio preso com as regras, queria poder soltar um pouco mais. Desliga e liga a tua câmera que ficou travada aí.
Tá travado? Tá não, pô.
Pode responder.
For sure. I make my dream with those rules because my dream is back to. I have a 6 fight with soccer kick. So my dream is go to Japan and make this happen again. So I make this. So I love it. I love a soccer geek. I love some like street fight.
So it's safe to say, despite you're back here in Bellator, you definitely want to make an appearance in Risen again.
Matheus?
Você gostaria, se der certo com o Bellator, de fazer uma luta no Rising novamente?
Sure. Back to there and make one big fighter against big name from there, like a rematch against Tofik Musayev. He's a tough guy. I think I can beat him, but yeah, it's the future. I don't know.
Hey man, yeah, it's you're just saying what your dreams, what you hope can happen, not just something something that is attainable at the moment.
Yeah, different rules, like diferentes regras como as pessoas julgam nos eventos normais, Matheus. As regras de lá é pouco louca.
Yeah, it's a different challenger because they use different rules from the ones we used to have in the US, and it poses a bigger challenge too for us to adapt and to react to. So I like that.
Eu não consegui entender muito as regras de lá.
I had a little bit of trouble understanding the rules regarding how they score, so this hurt me a little bit on there, but it's part of the job.
Yeah,
eu só sei que eu posso fazer uma coisa que eu gosto muito, que é chutar na cabeça quando tá no chão.
So the thing that I understood the most is if the guy is down, I can kick his head, so I'm all good.
Hey man, I think that's a universal thing we can all understand. You don't want any more of that. A few more before we let you go on your way. We got one more here from the chat. Obviously John shows you some love. Pitbull, you're the man. Much respect. Do you believe Bellator fighters are now starting to get the pound per pound recognition that they've long and deserved?
Matheus?
Você acha que os lutadores do Bellator, eu acho que o cara te confundiu com teu irmão, mas o cara fez uma pergunta geral depois. Você acha que os lutadores, o cara te respeita muito, e se você acha que os lutadores do Bellator estão começando a ter o reconhecimento e o respeito, né, nos rankings pound for pound e nos rankings em gerais que vocês merecem.
Como eu falei, eu vou falar em português, como eu falei da outra vez, existem vários idiotas aí que classificam a gente num lugar muito distante. E um verdadeiro jornalista, um verdadeiro entendedor da arte marcial, sabe que não existe uma diferença muito grande entre alguns lutadores do Bellator e alguns lutadores do UFC. Eu já vi lutador do Bellator bater lutador do Bellator, eu vou falar até o peso. Lutador do Bellator de 61 bater em top 5 do lutador do UFC de 66.
Yes, you see, when it comes to these rankings, there are good people, serious journalists doing it, but there are also a lot of idiots or
Absolutely.
guys who are just fans of
Absolutely.
one promotion and they just care about that. They don't really watch us fighting and they rank us. So there's a lot going on with these rankings. So we will never be happy.
No, I don't think so.
Who is doing it? But I think that the sport has made it pretty clear that the best fighters aren't only in one promotion or just that other promotion. There are great fighters, top fighters everywhere, and people are start talking about Bellator and UFC fighters being on the same level due to the recent things that we've been seeing. But I've seen a guy from a Bellator bantamweight smash top 5 featherweights in the UFC in practice. So I know those things happen. We train between ourselves. So I don't just tell you, my brother don't just tell you, I'm good, I'm the best, just because we think so. We train with those guys you think are the best, and we get the best of them too. So I think that's the funny thing. People talk like we don't train together, but look at those teams. Everyone is training together. Bellator, ONE FC, UFC. But it takes a little bit of seriousness and leaving the bias and the fan side aside when you're coming up with those rankings. The respect is improving now. Hopefully there will come a day these kinds of discussions will stop and people recognize there's top talent everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think pound for pound thing is always going to be like kind of a fan thing, not something that the kind of sport should ever really recognize. I think pound for pound rankings is just something that we've seen in this day and age, how social media is and stuff like that. So I just agree with that last part of it. Like I think you guys all should just be, there should be a world rankings. There shouldn't be a UFC ranking pound for pound. There shouldn't be a belt. Like there just should be some type of world rankings, period. Like we have, you see some sites, they break it down. Like I think Tapology does a good job of breaking it down, like in the United States and internationally and stuff like that. You should see some type of way to do that on a national and international basis. And speaking of national and international, JiuJitsu is going to be in the Olympics. Any chance we see you represent Brazil?
O Jiu-Jitsu vai estar nas Olimpíadas. Alguma chance da gente ver você representar o Brasil?
No. I want to make my money MMA.
I'm just saying that it's one of those chances. I think the next year is gonna be the first year it's gonna ever be available. Be able to represent your country is kind of a unique thing. I think it especially being Brazilian, it's one of these things where I want to ask all the practitioners as we move forward. Is anyone going to be interested in taking some time off to represent their country?
É o que, Matheus?
Em termos geral, você poder representar o seu país nessa questão da Olimpíada, mas é algo que você teria na sua mente, é algo que eu pergunto a todo mundo. Se você pudesse, você tiraria um tempo para se dedicar e poder representar seu país na Olimpíada?
Se isso fosse alguns anos atrás, eu acho que isso seria possível, mas eu parei de acreditar muito no jiu-jitsu há um tempo atrás, porque eu queria viver financeiramente do esporte, e isso está acontecendo de alguns anos para cá. Então, eu já estou há 10 anos lutando no MMA, e foi onde eu consegui. Há 10 anos atrás, isso não era possível. No meu estado, não era possível nem depois de faixa roxa, você lutar contra um faixa marrom, lutar contra faixa marrom. Era muito difícil. Hoje em dia, a gente já vê 10 faixa preta numa categoria só.
Yeah, if it happened sooner, a few years back, my desire was to live off jiu-jitsu when I first started, but it came a time after the purple belts, when you're a brown belt, there were guys for you to fight, and we didn't have the resources to go to the big tournaments. And MMA is where I accomplished everything. So I have a few things to accomplish yet in MMA, and that's what provides me the things that I need and that I want. So jiu-jitsu now is different. You see guys making money off jiu-jitsu. You see many black belts in tournaments. It's a very different way than from 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when I stopped competing. But I would love to have the opportunity to represent my country in the Olympics someday, perhaps in MMA.
Hey, that could be fun too. That definitely could be fun. I don't know if they would probably have to limit it down, and you might see like padded elbows and stuff like that. But I think that would definitely be a cool thing to see the Olympics kind of adapt some type of an MMA format would be cool, because obviously it's the Olympics. Where do you think MMA came from?
Como é que é, Matheus?
Ele falou que eu falei que você disse que talvez se o MMA surgisse um dia, né? Ele disse que teriam que adaptar as regras e tudo mais, mas botar algum formato, né, para caber nas Olimpíadas. Mas é das Olimpíadas que a gente está falando, né? De onde vocês acham que surgiram o MMA?
Não entendi muita pergunta, não.
O MMA surgiu das Olimpíadas, das batalhas, tudo é isso que ele está falando,
Sim,
então
sim,
deveria
sim.
surgir lá.
Sim,
Elabore nisso.
É um pouco louco, né? Porque, sei lá, teria que. Eu não sei se eu teria esse ego, esse orgulho de querer representar o meu Brasil, o meu país, sem sair da grana que eu tô ganhando para praticamente não ganhar quase nada, e ver o que acontece com muitos atletas aqui olímpicos que não tem reconhecimento em nada. Então, eu nem sonho em pensar nisso.
Eu acabei de falar que você sonhava. Yeah, there are some crazy things regarding Olympic Games. Like there's something, if I had to give up on competing professionally and not making any money, it would be hard for me, because I see the reality of the Olympic athletes here in Brazil. It's not very good like other countries.
Yeah.
So it hinders my dream a little bit to think about that, but we will have to see what's there.
Yeah. Maybe a dream towards the end of the career, as getting a chance to, when you've kind of fulfilled a little bit more of the MMA goals you've wanted to accomplish.
Talvez no final da sua carreira, assim, quando você basicamente tivesse conseguido tudo que você queria conquistar, surgisse uma oportunidade dessa, você agarraria?
Sim. Acho que para um fim de carreira seria emocionante fazer isso.
Yes, for sure. I mean, to finish my career competing on the Olympics, that would be very emotional.
Complete combat sports circle, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, another one from the chatter. Do you feel like we could see fighters from different promotions eventually fighting each other? Do you think it would always be promotional only? Like, do you think we'll ever see one night tournaments or anything cross promotional outside of promotions with vested interest in each other?
Você acha que a gente vai ver lutadores de diferentes organizações se enfrentando? Ou você acha que vai ficar o esporte sempre sendo que o lutador só luta contra quem está dentro da mesma organização?
I think the biggest step is the cross promotion, because you see a lot of guys. You see last week, 2 weeks ago, Brett Primos against the YouTuber Jake Paul. So we
Ben
can.
Askren.
Ben
Oh,
Askren.
Ben Askren. Yeah, sorry,
I know
sorry.
that's what you meant. Yeah.
And it's crazy, but is the best the best thing about the cross promotion, the big promotion, the a lot of money, and they make sure who's the best in the class, who's the best, the featherweight, the heavyweight, the lightweight, is make the cross promotion and make millions, like the fighters can receive the real money like a boxer.
I think there's one day, I don't know when it is, but someday you should have a thing where athletes aren't like tied to promotions the way the contracts are, so things like that can happen. So you can have, X fighter who fights in promotion, maybe he just retired a handful of years ago, and this guy's now coming up. Find a way to put that fight together without contracts, without promoters involved, so the fans get to see it, and the fighters get, like you said, get paid the proper amount of money for it, because you're only allowed to do it in certain amount of time. If you guys can get those opportunities, you should be able to take them, not be kept from them.
Você está falando sobre as oportunidades dos lutadores, né? De que vocês só têm uma janela pequena para fazer dinheiro e que é o tipo de coisa que deveria poder aparecer, uma oportunidade de uma grande luta, né? Como, por exemplo, essa de Ben Askren, de Paul e muito dinheiro, vocês deveriam ter a possibilidade de pegar ou cross-promotion também.
Yeah, I think the idea is perfect because I can fight box, I can fight against another guy from another organization and make the fans happy.
Hey, hopefully one day it's something that can be achievable. Patricky, really appreciate your time. What I typically do here at the end is kind of throw the proverbial microphone over you. Anyone you'd like to thank, shoot out your sponsors, your social media sites, any charities you're working with, anything at all. The time is yours.
Yes, just follow me on Instagram, Patrick Pitbull, and Twitter is the same, Patrick Pitbull. I just wanna thank you for my fans from USA and around the world. Just thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to come here and interview with you.
Appreciate your time. Appreciate Bellator helping us out with this. Matthias for translating. Some of the stuff that you couldn't understand. And best of skill. May 7th. I don't really think you're going to need it. No disrespect to your opponent at all. I really think the Pitbull brothers, are synonymous with the knockouts for a reason. I think you're going to go on there, put up on a show. I agree with the fact that I don't think you're going to need the judges. So appreciate the time, best of skill, and hopefully we can do it here again in the future.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, have a go. All right, Matthias. All right, Patricky, you guys have a good one. All right, everyone. This was another athlete spotlight. We'll catch you on the rebound. You guys have a good one, and make sure you catch the guys later on the night for the draft, and make sure you're catching his fight out on Showtime. You're not going to want to miss it. Like he said, watch it like this. Watch it like this.